Please help me! Please!
Late one night in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, a woman named Savannah was home alone when her Ring camera captured something terrifying. At around 10:20 p.m., a man appeared at her front door. At first, he just stood there. Then, out of nowhere, he threw his entire body against the door. Over and over, he slammed into it. By the time officers arrived, the man was still there, lying on the ground, barely moving. He was taken to the hospital for treatment and later arrested. According to police, the man was either on drugs or having a manic episode. But that doesn't explain why he chose her house. He wasn't armed, he never spoke, and yet he was determined to get inside. Savannah had never seen him before. He wasn't from the neighborhood, and yet, for some reason, he went straight to her door. To this day, no one knows what he was planning to do if he had gotten in. A man posing as a candy seller was caught on a doorbell camera moments before three men suddenly rushed in from outside. The woman inside screamed in terror as they forced their way into the home. The man selling the candy, he just took off. It was immediately clear he wasn't selling anything. He was part of the setup. This wasn't the first time he tried it. Earlier that same day, a neighbor's security camera captured the same man pulling the exact same stunt. But this time, the homeowner never opened the door. That decision may have saved their life. A woman's screams for help echoed through the night, captured on a doorbell camera in front of a home in Oregon. A man suddenly grabs her, lifting her off the ground. She kicks, fights, and screams, but no one comes to help. He carries her toward a white pickup truck, and just like that, they're gone.
Please help me! Please help me!
This happened on a Sunday night in April 2024, according to Hillsborough Police. For hours, there was no sign of the victim. No one knew where she had been taken or if she was still alive. The footage showed her desperately fighting, but in the end, she was overpowered, and then she was gone, vanished into the night. Then, a few days later in the morning, authorities tracked down the suspect and took him into custody. The victim was found, but the details of what happened to her that night remain unknown. Police haven't released where she was taken, what condition she was found in, or what the suspect's true intentions were. And as of now, they're not saying anything else. At first, it seemed like an ordinary night. A homeowner steps outside, unaware of what's about to unfold in the sky above them. But as they take a few steps forward, something catches their eye. In the distance, a dark object is plummeting toward the ground, too fast to be a bird, too large to be debris. Within seconds, the impact is deafening. A fiery explosion engulfs the night sky, illuminating the quiet neighborhood in a terrifying glow. This wasn't just any accident. This was an air ambulance plane crashing in real time. The Ring camera captured everything.
She's still hanging.
The crash claimed the lives of all 6 individuals on board, including the pediatric patient, her mother, a doctor, a paramedic, and 2 pilots, all Mexican nationals. The fiery impact also resulted in injuries to residents on the ground and caused extensive property damage. Investigations by the FAA and NTSB are ongoing to determine the cause of this devastating accident. In 2016, a bizarre and terrifying trend swept across the U.S. The clown craze. Reports of people dressed as clowns, lurking in the shadows, scaring unsuspecting victims, and in some cases even attempting break-ins. Some dismissed it as a prank, while others believed there was something much darker at play. One homeowner experienced this firsthand when their Ring camera captured something straight out of a horror movie. It starts with a faint rustling outside, and then a figure appears. The masked figure tries the front door handle, slowly, methodically, as if testing whether the homeowner had forgotten to lock up. But when that fails, the clown disappears, only to reappear at the back of the house. The homeowner, now terrified, called the police. But by the time they arrived, the figure was gone. To this day, the identity of the clown remains unknown, and the homeowner never saw them again. But it raises the question, was this really just another clown prank or something much more sinister? A woman is seen sprinting down an empty street in the middle of the night. At first, it's unclear what she's running from, until the camera picks up the headlights in the distance. A truck is speeding toward her. The vehicle moves fast, closing the gap, almost as if it's hunting her. Instead of continuing the chase, the truck suddenly slows down. The woman comes to a stop and turns around, watching as the vehicle makes a sharp U-turn before disappearing into the night. Was it a near miss, a cruel scare, or was she only spared because she reached the wrong location at the right time? The driver was arrested the next day, and the investigation is still ongoing.